Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Vanessa Safel, and you are tuned into Always Healing. Today's title is Second Guessing. Second guessing is a thing that happens on your spiritual journey, especially in the beginning when you're still trying to decide what's right, what's wrong, what works for you, and what does not work for you. Because you have to grow your intuition, it's going to take time for you to really understand what is your truth versus what are the other beliefs that you've believed in the past from your family, from religions, and from just other people you looked up to. A lot of people influence our choices, and subconsciously we have to see how that is shaping our reality. When you go through your spiritual journey allows you to reprogram how you think, what you believe in, and ultimately, what do you stand for? Remember that your spiritual journey is all about finding the answers that work for you, the answers that are going to take you to your highest expression. So in this video, I'm going to share the reasons why we second guess ourselves and 5 ways to stop second guessing yourself. Lack of confidence. So on your spiritual journey, having a spiritual confidence is all about knowing who you are and practicing what you've learned. So spiritual study is a part of your regimen. And as you study whatever books, whatever journey that you're on, and you're really like learning the principles and foundations of these particular things, it helps boost your confidence about your spirituality in that area. When you don't study, you're going to find yourself like always trying to figure out how to piece things together, and your reasoning will always be debatable with someone else. When you are grounded and rooted in yourself, your confidence is just lighting you up. Nobody's going to question you. They really not. And if they are, the way that they question you is not to argue or debate with you. It's really to find a common ground, to hear that voice of reason that's resonating with you. That lack of confidence, it happens only if you're not doing your job of studying. Are you studying? Disbelief. So on your spiritual journey, you're going to get tested. People are going to ask you questions, especially your family. Your family's going to ask you why you do this and how you do that and make fun of you. When you start believing them and you allow them to take your power from you, you start disbelieving yourself and disbelieving everything that you've been practicing. And that journey, that relationship that you have with God is your journey. This is the journey that is going to take you all the way to the end of life. So you want to take your time in cultivating it. It's okay to second guess yourself, but start evaluating those that are around you. Are you around people that support you, or are you around people that don't support you? How can you change that? Change it so that you are growing in an energy where people around you also believe in the things that you believe in. They don't have to believe in every little thing though. Maybe you love yoga, so you go to a yoga studio where you meet other people that do yoga. Maybe you're like me and you love meditation. I enjoy going to different meditation centers and temples because meditating for me, there's no words. There's no words. We're not trying to like compare anything. We're just being. And in that stillness, in that essence, I'm able to take in what I need to, and I'm around like-minded people. And I'm always supported in that. That's how I know all my stuff be like on point, because I'm always attracting more of who I am. Another reason why we start having these second guessing moments is anxiety. A lot of us have spells and cycles of anxiety on a day-to-day. And when that happens, it like boggles our mind. Like we start like kind of freaking out about like what's right, what's wrong. I don't know. It almost feels like you're paranoid. But when you really step back and look at it, why do people have anxiety? Most of the time, it's because they're scared of what's about to happen. They're unsure of things. They're uncertain about things. And that can all be fixed, again, if you take the time to practice your regimen, meditate, and study. This is a word that I keep bringing up: codependency. So people that are codependent typically second guess themselves when they allow others to cross over their boundaries. So if you're not working on your spiritual boundaries, you're not working on your self-love boundaries. When people cross you, when people violate who you are and what you believe for yourself, yes, you start second guessing yourself. You're like, I don't know. That energy in itself, you have to fine tune it. Again, educating yourself on what codependency is for you, educating yourself on your spiritual regimen and practicing it. Actually, everything that you study, you're exercising it in your real life. It's going to help you to stop second guessing yourself. So here are the 5 ways to stop second guessing yourself. You see, I kind of was blending it in with reasons why you're second guessing yourself. It's okay that you're second guessing yourself. And as you grow further in your journey, you will stop doing that. You're going to know you, and nobody can change your decisions at all. When you don't know something, find clarity. If people are trying to debate and combat with you, or there's multiple answers, find clarity. You may have to read 4 or 5 things. You may have to ask a couple of people. It turns into kind of like a research project because you're trying to find clarity. What are the common themes that you're hearing about this particular thing that you're second guessing? Once you find that clarity, then you hold it as true. The other thing that I always do when I'm trying to find clarity is I take it to my altar and I pray about it. And I ask God to show me. So God may show me through resources, God may show me through my dreams, or God may show me through signs and synchronicities. Be okay with making mistakes. It's okay to make mistakes. You are not supposed to be perfect. You are not supposed to know it all. This is a journey of being a student for the rest of your life. Every time we reach a point where we feel like we've leveled up, God will give us a new assignment, a new soul mission where you learn something again. You're always refining yourself and repositioning yourself, especially if you're the type of person where God's like giving you these big downloads and you have to go on another soul mission. You're going to always be fine-tuning yourself. So be okay with making mistakes. Like I said before, you guys, second guessing yourself is a normal part of your journey. You're still trying to learn like what's for you and what's not for you. So what ends up happening is that you go into these moments where you don't trust what you're thinking. You keep thinking 2 things at once and you can't make up your mind. It's almost like you're indecisive. Well, hopefully you're using your spiritual tool that keeps you grounded. What tool is that? I'll give you a hint. Yes, you need to practice meditating, because meditating allows you to stay grounded when you're trying to make decisions. That tool is inevitable on your spiritual journey. The longer you meditate, it becomes second nature to a lot of ways of how you deal with life circumstances. Be okay with learning again. Like I said, on this journey, we get to the point where we become master teachers and we've mastered a level of ourselves. Well, once you master a level of yourself, most likely God will put you on an assignment. You're going to have an assignment that God wants you to do with that. And then when you're done with that assignment, you will be ready to learn something new because you've already leveled up in that area. What's cool about spirituality is that you can keep learning all the way to the end because God gives you so many things to work on. So it's not like you're going to get through it in 1 year, 1 week. No, this is like a journey. Once you get to a destination, God will give you another one. And your mind may expand. That's the part that's really cool, is that you have to be open to the expanding awareness, the expanding consciousness that comes with spirituality. And that allows you to learn all these different things. And it makes you sophisticated as you get older. That's why I love talking with elders, because elders have gone through so many different journeys, and their wisdom of experience, you just can bathe in that and like really take in what you need as a tool or a blessing to keep going forward. The practice of trusting yourself is inevitable. To stop second guessing yourself, you're going to have to start trusting yourself. I used to tell my mom, you have to go with your first mind first. The first thought is probably the real answer. Trust yourself. The more you trust yourself, there is no second or third or fourth guessing, because you know the answer. And only you know it for that particular situation. If you don't know the answer, then you have to trust in God, that God's going to give you the answer that you need. God's going to give you the opportunity that is going to fit your next journey. For example, a lot of us, we struggle with trying to decide if we're going to have a job or start our own business or go into another industry or field. We have to trust ourselves that it's time for something new. And then we have to trust in God to open up those doors. The doors may not open that you thought were going to open, but the one that does open for you, that is the one God wants for your life and the lessons that you're about to learn and experience. And the last way to stop second guessing yourself is self-compassion. Compassion, it reminds you that you're not perfect. You're going to make mistakes. But this sense of compassion that I'm talking about, it's very nurturing. Nurture yourself. Know that if you're on the beginning of your journey, you're in the beginning of your journey. You should not know all the answers. Yes, we have all these information and we see people advanced in their spiritual journey, but that's not where you're at. So you have to have compassion on your journey of God will always meet you where you're at. If you fall short or you go back into your bad habits, you have to question why. You have to do the work to get yourself back to a level where you're good enough to try again. God is so graceful and God is so patient and merciful over our lives. And so when you see God keep coming back and working with you, have some compassion. Share some gratitude too while you're at it. So in the comments below, I want you to write this affirmation. I will stop second guessing myself because I trust myself and I trust God on this journey. Peace and love, you guys.